What's up guys, Barry Game here, back with some more AFK Journey, and today we are back on our Mauler meme team. We're continuing to upgrade our heroes, upgrade our residents, which is really cool, getting more diamonds. But there's one topic that we haven't quite talked about, and that is really showing off why Reinier going to Mythic Plus is such a big deal. You can see right here we have Mythic and we have one of two copies down here, and let's start this off by jumping in and showing you a battle in Dream Realm. So perfect, we got Lone Gaze, we use him in this lineup right here and we can get this going. So first and foremost, we don't have exactly the type of heroes we want in this one here. This is going to be a little bit of a suboptimal type team, but we're going to show you guys the difference right here. We're going to throw in probably, man, we don't even have all the artifacts for what we normally would want, but we're going to throw and get the heal with the Alsa here. We're still running everybody else. Let's show you guys what the damage kind of looks like. And one big thing that Reinier does get when he gets to Mythic Plus is, of course, that 25% damage bonus on the target that is swapped. So the wolf, see that little red ring floating right around him? That means he has been swapped. And right now it's not doing that extra damage because we only have Mythic for the Reinier. Let's see exactly how this turns out though. I actually don't know if we're going to beat this boss. If we do, I might have to wait for the next difficulty, and that's where he's going to shine even more. But it looks like the damage is kind of slowing down. We probably start losing a hero or two soon. I kind of had to AFK from this account for quite a few days here because my kids have been sick, so I haven't had a lot of time to really grind stuff out like I normally can. However, we're still getting a new record, which is cool. But the second we get Reinier powered up, is going to be an even better record. Now, the only downside with our account is we don't run a Thorin at Mythic Plus, which would be like best in slot for this type of team. It just kind of is what it is. We're limited on resources. You can see our heroes going down. Did about 1.5 billion damage. Almost made it to the end of the battle. Cool. That's not too bad. I'll show you guys what the end scorecard looks like as well. Both our Alsa and our Odie doing some crazy good damage. Now, no, we're not going to share that. We are perfectly lined up to go over to the Mythical House, jump on even to the Noble Tavern, and head over to Stargaze Station. I have 3 of these Stargazes. I only need 1 more copy. So we are going to take him to Mythic Plus and then hard stop. We do not go for additional copies past Mythic Plus. It is really not worth it per se, and I'll show you guys exactly why. So there's our final copy that we needed for the time being, and especially as free to play, taking them past Mythic Plus is a huge investment because unlike other heroes like A levels and S levels that take acorns to power them up to Supreme, Reinier is not one of them. You have to get 2 copies and then 4 copies. Now, going to Supreme Plus, Reinier increases the allied hero's attack by 4% till the battle ends if they are in a symmetrical position to the enemy hero. So that's when he does a swap. It's an additional 4% attack. But in reality, we just want this right here. Increases their damage taken by 45%. That is what we're going for. And let's just jump right back in. Keep the same hero and see how the damage changes, because now we are doing 25% additional damage to this boss, which might not sound like a lot, but is a very powerful multiplier when it comes to this type of team that we have here. All right, so we're already halfway there to our previous record, it seems like. Actually, no, did we get up to 2 billion or was it 1.5? I forget what our first one was now. Either way, you can see the percentage at the top shooting up to over 40% already. Smokey gets his ultimate off, which is going to continue to do damage. Looking solid. Looking really good. Alsa did go down right there. That is a big no-no. That's actually not good. Alsa did go down because if you guys didn't know, bosses do more damage. So this is one of those weird scenarios where I think we actually just did less damage with the Reinier. Yeah, we did what, 1.39, and previously we did 1.49. So again, when it comes to Lone Gaze, there is a decent amount of RNG. Man, this is not a good example of showing, but this actually does highlight one of the features in the game, that the faster you do damage to a boss, the faster their abilities scale. And that could actually be a huge negative, like on a boss like Lone Gaze, where if you're doing a ton of damage up front, it means his abilities start doing more. And if you just so happen to have your damage dealer be the target of his little Wolfpack Howl summon that you see right here, then it becomes very, very bad for your team. And it looks like Alsa's fix is interesting, because it used to be that she used to stick right next to the boss. Now she actually does run away. In this situation right here, it's actually not that great, because, well, they're targeting her probably on this one right here. Yeah, you can see she gets targeted a ton, and she does go down again, which, yeah, this is not exactly a positive thing for us right here at all. Our damage is, again, really close to our first attempt when we didn't have him at Mythic Plus, but I just want you guys to be aware, just because you do get him there doesn't mean you're instantly going to have success. Now, there is one thing we could do right now that could solve that problem now that we do have Mythic Plus. Again, this feels really, really bad that this is how it ended up working out on this account. It might not work out exactly like this on yours, but it might. We're going to go ahead and upgrade his exclusive here. Now, I don't know if we have enough right now. I think it, oh wait, how much does it cost? I think we have plenty. Yeah, it goes 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So yeah, it's like 70 or something like that to upgrade it to plus 10. This is a big one here, because this part actually upgrades this skill. I'll show you guys right here, to now also take it and make the hero that we're swapping, aka Alsa, reducing the damage she takes by 25%. So let's see if that is a good fix to our problem. Now that we're doing a crazy high amount of damage, this might be the solution. I wish we had evocation spell already. I need to continue doing the campaign. Like I said, this account has sat idly and not been playing optimally for a while, beyond just running all maulers on this account, which is a crazy thing. But let's see if the additional damage reduction plays a role and helps out here. We got some damage going in here. Either that, or we could also run like a more defensive oriented artifact to help keep her alive too in this type of setup, because we're doing more damage. The damage is scaling up faster. That does become an issue. Let's see what happens right here. We have the damage reduction. She's taking the hits. Actually, that made it weird. Oddly enough, again, there is RNG in this. This actually made it so that also wasn't even targeted there. It was actually the Odie that got targeted. So also on the battlefield causes a lot of weird situations, because she's so mobile. She can cause the targeting of the lone wolf to go, or Lone Gaze to go a little wonky. But as you guys can see, the additional damage reduction probably helped. It's, again, oh, such a janky setup. We did get a new record at 1.6, which was at about 75%. So we are going to go up in our rank as well to rank 68. Let's see if we can do one more and get this to really work out. The solution might be to just put Odie in the back and make Odie the swap target. That could help out as well, because then it gives him additional damage reduction. But let's try one more with the Alsa. Let's see what happens with this setup. Either way, Odie and Coco and Reinier are pretty much the standards that you're going to be running on this one here. It's just too good to pass up these heroes, because they just provide so much survivability and support, and they also buff like attack and stuff like that. So let's see if we can get a grand total of 2 billion maybe. Let's just get to like 80% or something like that. That would be cool. All right, Coco's shields are going to wear off. She pumps out that ultimate. Yeah, this time Reinier is the one getting targeted, which, again, not exactly optimal. We want it to be targeting the Alsa, which is not quite happening. So we get some really weird situations happening. And really, I think it attributed to mainly being Alsa not being great against this boss, just because of the way she works. Moving around the battlefield, you want to be able to manipulate your team to be in a really good spot. We'll do one last attempt and see how this turns out. If we can get a better record than the 68, that would be cool. Let's instead swap over to here. The only thing I can think is we add another type of support hero in just to buff Odie, but also just does so much damage too. The Odie is off to the right side, or no, that's Alsa. Odie's on the left side there. Reinier's getting targeted in the back again. Let's see how this turns out. The next time the wolf disappears and summons his wolf pack is the one that's dangerous right here coming up. Can we survive? Because again, Alsa's now in the back again, but it looks like it's targeting Reinier. No, it's targeting Alsa right there. And Alsa did go down once again. Ah, my stupid Mauler team just is not doing what I want it to do. It's so triggering. Either way, we are doing more damage now that we have Reinier. It's just still not optimal because we really want to have a Thorn in here instead of an Alsa, and that would just make things so much easier, especially at Mythic Plus. But again, you can kind of see how getting him to Mythic Plus is our goal. Once we do get him to Mythic Plus, we're just going to leave him there. We are then going to focus on an additional different Hypogen / Celestial hero, and we're going to talk about that tomorrow, who you should go for after you get your Mythic Plus Reinier. So hopefully you guys enjoy this one. Let me know what you guys think. Again, not the perfect example, but it was just so hard to find any account that was like transitioning from no M+ to M+, and this is what we got. Hopefully you guys enjoy this one. I'll see you guys next time.